Good afternoon, fellas. Well, for me it is anyways. Churrasco Voltorb here with a little pickup video. Have a lot of stuff to run through. This is the first time I'm doing a pickup video, so bear with me with these growing pains as I figure out how to do this. We're going to start off with some knickknacks and game-related stuff and move on to the games because we have a lot of stuff to cover, and I only have so much time. Anyways, it was my birthday recently, so these are all the games that I received on my birthday, which was yesterday, and a whole bunch of other stuff that I collected in the last month since the Game Room Tour video that came out a month ago. Let's get started with some fun video game knickknacks. I really like beer. Beer's good for you. These are some coasters here that my wife got me from Etsy. Little wooden coasters for your drinks when you're hanging out at the man cave, in the video game cave, the Mega Man cave. Final Fantasy, Contra, Tetris, and Ninja Turtles. Really cool, really neat little things. Really excited to try them out. I haven't put any drinks on them yet, but maybe this weekend, once I'm done with the last few days of work, I'll probably crank out a few brews, enjoy some games, and use these coasters. So that's one little thing. The next one's a big item. It's kind of neat. This big sucker is a Mandalorian cable holder, or should I say control holder, phone holder while you charge it with USB. Pretty neat. I think Disney should make a Mandalorian game. I think it would do great. I really like the show. This is really cool. I don't have any real Star Wars games, not too many of them. I have a few, but not too many. But now I think I need to get the Bounty Hunter game on the PS2 so I could put this guy out and say it's Django. Anyways, this is really neat. I'm excited to unbox it and find a place for it. So that's really cool. I got that one for my birthday too. Moving on, now we get started on games. Let's start off with the oldest stuff first and move on up. First up, we got Tiger Heli, or Tiger Smelly, because, okay, so I picked this up for a few bucks, so I can't really complain. The only downer about that game was that I really enjoy shoot 'em ups, like some shooters, vertical scrolling or horizontal, or tube shooters, or anything like that. Any type of shooter is good. So I heard this was a shooter, so I picked it up for a few bucks. I said, what do I got to lose? This is really antiquated, even for my tastes. On Nintendo, it's extremely primitive, really basic, really choppy. Maybe I'll do a review on it, so I won't say too much. But I don't regret the purchase for a few bucks, not at all. But it didn't really, blow me away. I was expecting a little bit more. I was expecting a hidden gem, but no. Anyways, moving on. Set the side. We got Gex. Enter the Gecko for the Game Boy Color. My brother had this game when we were kids on the Game Boy Color, and I remember it was kind of neat. Going back to it, it hasn't held up very well, but it's still cool to have a childhood game. That's a childhood memory of mine, so that's not anything to complain about. And the neat thing is, I remember that I used to play the demo for this game for the PlayStation 1 religiously. I loved to watch that demo video. I thought it was the coolest thing. I think that's what I should acquire next, is a demo, or I mean the PlayStation 1 Gex Enter the Gecko. That'd be really cool. All right, moving on to our last cartridge-based game of this month. And it's kind of a good one. Mischief Makers for the Nintendo 64. I picked this up for a decent price. I heard it was one of the unheralded games of the Nintendo 64 era, melding 2D art style with 3D backgrounds, or pseudo 2.5D something going on. I booted it up. It looks really cool. At the beginning, the intro was neat. It really caught me, but the gameplay just didn't catch me, and the graphics really didn't hold up very well. I think it looked, actually, guys, don't hang me or anything, but it looked kind of ugly. But I can't complain. This is it's gonna get rare, much like any retro game. Cart's in pretty good condition, except for this whatever mustard or whatever. Someone was eating a hot dog or making themselves a hot dog while holding this inexplicably. Something happened here. I didn't notice that until after I had bought it. And I thought it was like a sunbloom or something effect on the cart itself, but no, it's just people's filth. You filthy, disgusting animals can't eat anything without getting mustard all over it. Or maybe this is urine. Maybe someone urinated on this. Anyways, Not a bad game. Uh, I'm still on the search for that elusive Nintendo 64 game that'll make me go, Nintendo 64 is cool. This hasn't done it for me yet. All right, let's move on to PlayStation stuff, because that's my main thing. Starting off with some PS2 games. The first one's the least lackluster. Tomb Raider, Angel of Darkness. This was the first of the trilogy of Tomb Raider games that came out for the PS2, my understanding, and also the worst one. I played it. I played all these games briefly, and this game's controls suck. Everything's wonky. Lara controls like a dump truck. The story looks intriguing. The graphics are decent. But, I played it only for a little while, enough to discover that the controls are extremely antiquated by today's standards, and I sucked and had her routinely jumping to her death from building the building, so it didn't work out very well. Critically, this was the least well-reviewed of the trilogy on the PS2. And who actually said it was a good game? 5 out of 5 stars by Maxim. Yeah, because let's trust those guys for video game stuff. But yeah. But I completed the Tomb Raider trilogy on the PS2, so I'm happy about that. Next up, a good one. Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. Picked it up for a really, really good price. Complete. All these games are complete, unless I say otherwise, by the way. And I played this up for a while to play test it, and holy crap, I couldn't put it down. I played it for a couple hours. My kids really loved it. The cartoon style has held up immensely. It looks wonderful. I'm really excited to have this game and delve into this series. I'm not really big on platformers, especially cartoony ones or mascot platformers, if you will. But I think I'm going to follow up on this because I really, really enjoyed this game. If you guys haven't tried it, I recommend you pick it up, especially if you find it for a really good price. This is a solid addition to the collection. And the last PS2 game, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, the greatest hits version. I don't have any qualms when it comes to greatest hits versions, guys, because my philosophy is, you didn't own this as a kid, so maybe you didn't pick up the black label, and this is the best you can do right now. This is a beautiful copy of the game. And hey, every game has a history. It's gone through its journey, just like you did. When you were a kid, you grew up, you picked up scars along the way, so did these games. And some of them were made different, with a greatest hits label or not. I think it's still really cool. They're all unique, just like you. Anyways, this is really cool. I'm really excited to play this. I heard really good things, even though it's like a dungeon crawler type of thing, like a PC-style game like Diablo. I've never been big on Diablo, never even tried Diablo, honestly. But I was really excited to pick this up, and I booted up and played it for a while. The graphics have aged, but the gameplay is pretty solid, and I enjoyed this. This was a fun time. I'm excited to delve back into this one and check it out further. Let's get a little bit more modern with some PS3 stuff. Get Mind Jacked. Picked this up for literally $3 or $4. I heard this game was horrendous. Really horrendous. But it's made by Square Enix, so how bad can it be? This game, what really piqued my interest was that you can control people's minds and jack their minds, and kind of like hack their brain and control them in battle. And I heard there was a giant gorilla that you can mind jack. That's kind of cool. I have a thing about sci-fi shooters and gorillas, apparently, because Binary Domain on the PS3, which is a must-have if you don't have it, that game has you fight a mech gorilla, and it's phenomenal. So I thought, hey, this is kind of like that, except you control an actual gorilla's mind, and he has a headset or something on. I don't know. I played it for a while. It's interesting, but it's probably going to take a back seat because I want to play another PS3 game that I received for my birthday, which is the next one. I will show you. This I picked up for a few bucks of my own. The next one was a birthday present, and it's the reason why I will abruptly stop playing Mind Jack, even though I only played half an hour of it, and I will play this next game, which I'm really excited about. Shadows of the Damned, a Suda 51 game, and I had heard excellent things about this game, and I looked up some gameplay, some reviews, and it looked right up my alley, kind of the dark humor thing. I haven't tested it out yet, so I can't say much, guys, but I picked it up because it's one of those games, as a collector, you keep an eye on certain things. This is one of those PS3 games that has had highs and lows in price, and it had recently been on a little bit of a downward turn. So I said, let's pick it up now before it spikes up again. When someone, sees, of course, this video and is like, oh man, this guy's saying it's rare. Let's pick it up. And we blow up everything on eBay and pick up all these copies, and no one can ever find one. So I'm really excited to play this one. Obviously, I was being sarcastic there because, I have 10 subscribers right now. I'm thankful for all of you, but, I'm not going to change any prices anytime soon or be an influence anytime soon. Anyways, I'm really excited to check that out. I'll probably get Mind Jack out of the PS3 and start playing this pretty soon. Moving on to some PS4 stuff. Metal Wolf Chaos XD. So I picked it up for that price right there. Still resealed. I don't know much about this. My brother picked this up and said it was a decent time. The price wasn't bad. It was just right for me. I recently, to all those who must know, picked up and ordered an OG Xbox. I've never been an Xbox guy, so it's kind of sacrilege. But I'm going to check it out because PS2 era is one of my favorite eras of games. I love the way they were made, and I want to check out some exclusives that came out for the Xbox. I heard this was kind of like the holy grail of the Xbox, the original one. And here it is, re-released on PS4. And so I'm going to check it out. For that price, I can't complain. I heard it was really goofy, mech fun, so I will check this out when I boot LA Noire out of my PS4, whenever I maybe beat it or give up on it for the second time. This is a birthday present and a good one I'm excited about. Night Trap for the PS4. This is the limited run, obviously, copy. It's still sealed. My wife got me this for my birthday. I'm really excited to play it. I had heard mixed things. It obviously has not aged, as the gameplay and things like that. But I'm excited to try it out. It's a piece of gaming history. And what if it's amazing? What if it blows my mind? From the videos I see, I love the cheesiness, how goofy it's going to be. I'm really, really excited about trying this game out. I'm telling you, LA Noire is going to get booted out of the PS4 to check this out. And maybe I heard it's a quick playthrough, so probably after I beat it, maybe I'll eventually get back to LA Noire. Because I heard that Metal Wolf is also a quick playthrough of maybe 8 to 10 hours. So maybe I'll beat that and then finish LA Noire one day. And maybe I'll like LA Noire, but I'm struggling through it because it's a slog and it kind of sucks. And it's not my type of game. Anyways, but this game I'm excited about. Really pumped to check it out. Moving on to the PS5. PS5's been pretty busy. Normally I'm a big retro guy mainly, but I decided I want to give my PS5 some love and give it some stuff to play. Let's start off with this sucker right here. Guardians of the Galaxy. And I was talking to some guys at work about it, and they were saying, what are you, 12? It's like, nah, man, listen. First of all, I collect video games, so it's kind of a childish hobby, but I dig it. I think it's awesome. You're awesome for liking gaming. And anyways, this game right here is a blast. I actually picked it up early this past month, and I already beat it. I cannot recommend this enough. It's not exclusive to the PS5, but damn, does it look good. It really makes the PS5, it makes the most of it. And I think it's a great early showing what the PS5 can do. As soon as I beat it, the ray tracing patch came out, which I was like, God dang it, because I won't be able to check that out with ray tracing now. But I'm really, really pumped to have this. I'm probably going to play through it again at some point. It was a short playthrough, short enough. I think 10, 12 hours maybe. But really enjoyable. The Guardians are fantastic. They had constant chatter and banter between each other that's so realistic. Like buddies really hanging out and making jabs at each other at the workplace or at home. It was really, really cool. Really enjoyable. Fantastic graphics. Amazing soundtrack and solid gameplay. If you guys haven't checked this out and are considering or on the fringe, pick it up. I think you'll enjoy it. Next up, Tales of Arise. So, I have a very, very limited history with Tales of Arise, or the Tales series in general, should I say. I've never been really big on them. The only other one I have is Tales of Berseria on the PS4, and man, that game is amazing. I really enjoyed that, so I thought, hey, let's keep up the hype train on Tales. I heard this was amazing. I picked it up. I've been playing another game simultaneously that we'll get to next that kind of stole its thunder. But it's enjoyable enough. The graphics don't blow me away. I think this could be easily a PS4 game. But it looks nice. Gameplay's okay right now. I'm not blown away, like I said, just yet, but I like it. After I'm done with this next game that I'll show you, I'm probably gonna keep playing this one to completion. Maybe it'll pick up. It's still too early to tell, but I'm happy to have it. It looks good. I'm excited to take this this wonderful journey into the Tales of Arise and become a Knight of Gondor with all the weebs. Just kidding, guys. I love everyone. This was highlighted on my GameStop rant video about GameStop and their new games that are open because they have to put them on display because they're idiots and don't know how to figure out anything. Anyways, Yakuza, Like a Dragon. Holy crap. I knew I wanted to get this because it looked like something I would enjoy. But damn, did I underestimate how much I would enjoy. It started off extremely slow, and but it has really built up into something amazing. It's like this modern day game. It takes place in modern times, but you know, all these elements are RPG, like the hero, Ichiban. He's a really cool guy, Ichiban Kasuga. He's a really cool dude. He likes Dragon Quest in the game, and so he thinks of everything like a video game. So the battles are played out like a, turn-based RPG with some combo moves and special abilities that are really, really neat. Think of it like a more mature version of the South Park Stick of Truth and those type of games, if you like something like that, where RPG elements are applied to modern life things and tropes. I'm about, I'd say maybe 10 hours into this, 12 hours, and I'm thoroughly enjoying my time. I can't wait to get back into this one. I highly recommend you guys check this one out. And the last game is another birthday present. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Like I said, guys, I'm not big on mascot platformers, but I was excited to get this because I heard that this was one of the games that would make your PS5 really pop, and really show you what next gen is. So I am super excited to check this out because that's what I want from the PS5. That's what I want from the new system. I want it to blow me away and show me what it can do. And I honestly do have the first Ratchet and Clank game, the original one on PS2, and I enjoyed it for what it was, for when I play tested it. So I'm excited to check this one out and play it. And I wanted to ask you guys, if you're Ratchet and Clank fans or diehard fans, take mind that obviously I'm probably not going to play through the whole series, but do you think it's necessary to play through a couple more games to get acquainted with the characters before jumping into this one? Or can I just jump in feet first and enjoy it? So I'm excited to check that out. Like I said, the backlog is really building up right now. I have a lot of games I want to play. Some of them I probably won't play through, like Tomb Raider, Angel of Darkness are probably not going to get a lot of love. But hey, I'm excited to check out whatever I can. I'm really looking forward to playing all these games. It's a wonderful problem to have too much stuff to play. The thing is, you don't realize it, but when you're a kid, you get those 1 or 2 games, and that's it, right? And you play those to death, and later on, 10, 20 years later on, you find out, man, that game sucked. But that's what you played because that's all you had. Now, as an adult, the problem we have is we buy everything, right? Us game collectors, and maybe we don't give those games a chance. That could have been awesome. Those games that are could have been hidden gems in one way or another. But now we're too busy. We have too much stuff, and we have responsibilities. At least I do. If you're a younger guy, you don't have responsibilities yet. Good for you, pal. Enjoy yourself. Play a lot of games. I'm looking forward to playing all these whenever I get a chance. But yeah, sorry to go off topic there. Just a little rant about gaming and my philosophy. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this pickup video. If it does well, I might make another one. But I have a lot of games to get to and other stuff to deal with. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Hope you enjoyed. Later.